Hey everyone. I don't know how many people are going to be here, but I just wanted to, do a quick like live stream. I wanted to make a video, but I was like, you know what? Let me just do something live to go through it and really talk about what's happening right now. People may get notifications, they may not get notifications. Um, but I'm gonna make sure, we can go through what the hell is happening with with Luna T right now. So how messed up is the launch? Um, so the launch was okay. The launch was fine. Um, it's the details of the launch that I kind of had questions with, and I thought maybe it was a stupid question, so I didn't actually ask it. Um, because the Eve side of things, it was all because of Terra Luna Classic. Um, but I wanna look through what their response was and talk about this for a little bit. um, and just kind of give everybody, I guess, a little bit of an explanation. Hey, Matt, this is a nice surprise. Yeah, I mean, I just thought that I needed something out here to kind of explain it. And I know tomorrow we're definitely going to have conversations about it because I walked down here. I left everything. I left everything, um, you know, just how it was. I didn't sell anything or do anything. I was in the kind of the live stream and the chat that they had. Um, a DJ Trev's live stream, as well as um, the chat that they had over on Telegram. And it was definitely, I thought that everything was going well, everything was going smoothly, but I did have a question that kind of related to what we are seeing here. Can you drop the address to get our Luna T reimbursed? Um, yes, let me see. This is the Lunatics deployer wallet address right here. Let me just copy this whole thing. Uh, there's the address. Okay. So I know when I first walked into it, like I walked downstairs and I was like, all right, I'm gonna get the cat some food. And that was probably at like, I don't know, 8. Well, the cat food. I don't have cats. I only have one cat now since Carl has passed away. Um, I was like, I'm gonna get the cat some food, and I came down here and looked at the chart, like glanced over at the computer and saw the chart, and I was like, wait, what? What happened? Because I'm kind of removed when it comes to my phone. I'm kind of removed from everything because I don't want to, um, get in the way of family time and all that stuff. Um, but yeah, this is what we were looking at when I came down here. I was like, wait, what happened? What price is it at? And it was at a way lower price, and I was like, this seems a little ridiculous. Now, I want people to know that they need to stop buying, right? They're continually buying, and you need to stop buying, because buying just because it's low, this is going to be gone. This form of Luna T is going to be gone, and there's going to be a relaunch with, sending those tokens to the people that were involved, as long as you're sending the tokens back that are there. Now, I believe they have a snapshot, so everybody that owns tokens, these will be worthless. um, but the new token with the new setup will not be worthless. Obviously, it will have value to it. Um, Matt, read on Twitter. I sent my Lunati to Lunatics Deployer wallet. Hopefully, it works. Yeah. Oh, you read on Twitter. Yeah. I mean, I started reading on Twitter, but I wanted to hear it from their mouth. And which I did. I went into the Telegram and they were still on there. And we talked about it. I saw it around 7:30, chart dropping, and then I went to Twitter and DJ Trev video. Oh, DJ Trev already had a video. I didn't see it. So that's good that we have any type of explanation. But we have 40 people that are here. Yeah, I saw this chart and I was like, what's going on? So I went into the Telegram, talked to them about it, and they just copied this. So I copied this to my YouTube channel, which we can go through it. So ETH launch was successful. Sadly, the Lunic pool on Uniswap is not liquid enough. This ruins the logic for our reward system. V2 Lunic pool is also botted, which drains any transaction. The V3 Lunic pool on Uniswap is wrapped Lunic, which cannot be bridged back to Terra, effectively making it useless unless you want to sell. This issue could have been spotted. Could not have been spotted on the testnet, and although unfortunate, it is something we now have to deal with. And obviously, as I was looking through it, when I was asking my question, I was basically talking about that side of things, and I was like, isn't there like no liquidity on the ETH side because of, you know, what we've seen? Wasn't the shuttle bridge like shut down and you know, everything there? And I just didn't really understand. I didn't want to ask the question because I felt like maybe it was a stupid question and maybe I'm not getting anything there. But that was after the fact, right? It wasn't before, it was after the fact. So even someone like me didn't truly catch it because I didn't know where the rewards were going to be coming through. Even with you know, talking to you know, DJ Trev's chat as well as the Lunatics core team members, I mentioned to them or asked a question, hey, is the rewards going to be an ETH, BSC, or Terra? And they said that it was going to be an ETH. And my follow-up question, which I didn't ask, was, is that okay? It seems like there's not enough liquidity for that. At which I was worried about it. And I was like, maybe I shouldn't be, but maybe I should have at that point. So we now need to relaunch the token and replace the rewards token. Luna rewards on the Ethereum network will be changed to ETH ERC20. So basically, instead of getting rewards in Terra Luna Classic on the ETH side, you're going to get rewards in Ethereum on the ETH side, and then you're going to get rewards in Terra Luna Classic on the BSC side. Now, I'm not so sure what's going to happen when the wormhole bridge gets shut down, because that's getting shut down the end of May. So I don't know how that's going to factor into it, if it's going to be changed over in some form or fashion or whatever. I guess we probably should ask that question as well. And if the contract can be changed, it should be able to be adjusted. That's what I'm a little bit weirded out about there, is that it should be able to be adjusted, but maybe that's something that physically can't be adjusted, not like the taxes, where the taxes can be adjusted, but this portion of it cannot be adjusted. We plan to resolve this problem very quickly. We will be taking a snapshot of the current holders and pink sale unclaimed tokens, after which everyone will need to send their ETH Luna T tokens to the Lunatics deployer wallet. This will enable us to drain the LP and allow us to migrate everyone over to the new deployed contract, which now rewards ETH. We will then airdrop everyone's new tokens, and this will be done within the next 24 hours. The market cap on the new developed contract will be the same as the snapshot was taken. Anyone is free to sell before the snapshot if they do not want to be a part of the relaunch. Those that are happy to go along with the process, you need to follow the instructions below. Again, we apologize for the inconvenience, and the team is already working on some way to compensate. Wait for the snapshot. This will be taken shortly at 23 p.m. March 20th, which I guess already happened. Anytime after 23:30 p.m. UTC. The 20th of March, send your ETH Lunati to Lunatics deployer wallet below. Please do not send tokens before the snapshot has been taken. Lunatics deployer wallet is right here, which I did put in the chat if you guys want it. We understand that people may already be asleep, so those that can send their tokens ASAP, please do so. And those only see the message tomorrow, please send them as soon as you can. No one will be left behind. I can guarantee that. After you have sent your tokens, all you need to do is wait sometime tomorrow. Once they redeploy the new contract, you will be airdropped your new tokens. Please note anyone that chooses to sell before a snapshot or after it has been taken will not receive an airdrop of the new tokens. Do not buy after the snapshot. You will not get an airdrop. So this is for the people that we see over here that are buying, right? They're buying because maybe they're not informed. And I just want to inform you guys that this is where we stand. Stop buying, because you're seeing buying that's on the list where people are like, oh, I just want to buy the position and hold 320 million, and I'll hold 320 million then. If you're buying right now and you're physically doing that, people that are buying 320 million, you're probably looking to get 320 million then, and that's not going to happen at that point. If you ended up selling and you made the mistake in selling, I think there's an option to where you will get compensated for it if it is a mistake, but they're gonna have to go through that, and I believe they're going through that individually to check to see which ones are a mistake. So no, Lunati is not crashing. Lunati, this overall position right here is going to be migrated over to a different version that's not utilizing the Lunic reward system, because the Lunic reward system on the ETH side is not working correctly, and there's not enough liquidity, and it will cost way too much in order to do all that stuff, or be useless in the form of wrap Lunati. So it's just not, it doesn't make sense to really go that route. What did I miss? You said earlier, is the issue just with the rewards of Lunic, or do we need to send back the token we bought during the pre-sale? So the tokens that you have during the pre-sale, if you still have them, you need to send them back to the deployer wallet. So the address that I put in the chat, you would need to send them back to the deployer wallet, and you will be receiving the airdrop of the new token tomorrow. It should be 24 hours, they said. So obviously give them a little bit of time. And a lot of people would expect it in 24 hours, and I would love to expect it in 24 hours. But I also want to understand that this is a lot to take in and a lot to change. And I'm sure they're not getting any sleep with trying to do all of this and implement it and launch everything right away. So if they, I really don't want to rush them, even though they said they can do this, as soon as possible. Let's not expect it tomorrow. If it does happen tomorrow, then it happens tomorrow, but let's not expect it, because I want to give them the time in order to make it right. And they are very transparent. They're open with this. They jumped right on the Telegram, and they were open to ask or answer questions. So how do I send them, please? So do you have MetaMask right now? Or do you have Trust Wallet, or where are you at with it? Damn, I looked to see how much my Lunati was worth, and I sold it right now, and it was worth like $23. I spent $550. So, okay. So if you just sold, don't sell right now. You got to send it back to the wallet. So if you already sold it, I believe they took a snapshot of what you had. So if you accidentally sold it in fear, just make sure you talk to them about it. You go over to the Telegram, talk to Sega, and he'll obviously be able to get you what you put in, and how much you had. So I'm sure you'll be able to get it. Just make sure you talk to them. Don't think that it's just coming because you did make the mistake in selling what you had. Just make sure you talk to them. Go over to the Telegram, have a conversation with them, and say, look, I accidentally just sold, and I know you wanted me to send it to the deployer address, but I accidentally sold out of fear, and they'll find a way to make it right. Matt, do I have anything to do with BSC? Wait, do I have to do anything with BSC? No. BSC Lunati is fine. Do not do anything with your BSC Lunati. That is perfectly fine. It's still at the price that it is. It was just Ethereum Lunati that was kind of messing up, and it needs to be kind of redone. And it's something that really couldn't have been caught. And I understand that in a perfect world, yes, you probably could have caught it, but it's not something to where you have everything absolutely perfect and you can figure all that stuff out and how that would work. I believe the cost you wouldn't be able to test that until everything went live. And then understanding the liquidity issue, you wouldn't be able to test that until everything went live as well. I opted to give them time to get it right because another mistake would kill confidence in the project. That is true. Very true. I smell the rug pull. Sorry. No, I mean, if you feel that way, they stated in it, if anybody wants to sell or wanted to sell out of fear, they can sell out of fear, but understand that you are not going to be airdropped anything if you decided to make that move. But I understand where people are coming from. It sucks that you have to deal with something like this, and it sucks that you have any mistake that's associated with me, associated with other people, but you know. It's something that we have to live with, but we have to find a way to get through. And the best way we can do that is with communication. What if I did not collect my tokens off Pink Sale? What if you didn't collect your tokens off of Pink Sale? You still didn't claim your tokens? I think you can still claim them, but then send them back. So claim them right now and then send them to the deployer wallet. So you have to tell them that you're claiming the tokens right now because this is after the snapshot. So that's definitely something that, could I do a mini tutorial? You're lost. Okay. So if you have MetaMask, right, what I recommend you do, right? So I have the deployer address in the chat. It's pinned to the chat. Take that, copy it, right? Right click, copy it, do whatever you can do here. If you're on your phone, copy it. Let me go ahead and copy it and just do it here. So copy. Now you want to go up to MetaMask after you copy it. You'll go over to the ETH side of things, and you see I have no Lunati because I sent all of mine back. All you do is go over here. You go to send, and you're going to send it to the copied address, which is the deployed address. It's going to cost you, barely anything at the moment in gas fees. So all you do is send the max amount that you have, press max, and send it. Now you're going to have Ethereum in your wallet in order to send it because you need $1.30 worth of Ethereum or however much in order to send it over to the deployer wallet. So once you send that, then everything's good. So that's a simple way of doing it. Actually, please, I didn't even claim my tokens from Pink Sale. Okay. So if you didn't claim your tokens from Pink Sale, let me see. Go over to let's go over here and let's go to Lunati. Let's find any Lunati post. I guess I don't have any Lunati post. Let me find their Pink Sale post. But you can still go back here. Give me a second. Scroll down here. Where's their Pink Sale post? Keep scrolling down. Wherever their Pink Sale post is, if you can get into Pink Sale, I would say claim it, but make sure you take a screenshot of it unclaimed. So take a screenshot of it unclaimed first. So let's see, go over to Pink Sale. Don't claim it yet. Or if you already claimed it, then just tell them that you just claimed it now. And show them the transaction time and everything. You want to make sure that you're giving them all the information possible so that they can give you the tokens that you need. And I know this is a tricky situation. This is a kind of a messed up thing that's going on here because everything happened so fast. I came back to it and I was like, what? Well, shit, I just claimed. Take it. Take a screenshot of it saying claimed and how much you did claim. So you could see here how much I have claimed. So take a screenshot or a clip of that. Save it and make sure you send it to Sega um, and tell them that you just claimed right now. So hopefully you can get you're going to get your tokens back, obviously, in the new form, but you want to make sure that you're on the list to get those airdrop tokens. um, but yeah, do this, take a screenshot of that, after you claim it, then go ahead and go to MetaMask, make sure you send it. Now you probably don't have Lunati in your wallet, you're going to have to add the token address too. So if you don't see the tokens in your wallet, go to import tokens, put in the token address, which is right here. Right, this is the token address. Put in the token address into, go to import tokens, go to custom token, import the token address, and it's going to come up with it. Luna T, mine has already been added. Then you add the custom token. It's going to come up with how many tokens you have. Go in here, press send. Make sure you paste the correct address here, the deployer address. And the deployer address is in the chat. And then you'll be able to send it directly there. But make sure that you take a screenshot of the fact that you just claimed them, so that you can talk to Sega or talk to the Telegram group and let them know what happened. But you have to talk to them. Oilers winning tonight? I don't know what you're talking about. ETH is unlimited supply and overpriced. Good job, Matt, for supporting the holders and doing the responsible thing. Thank you for taking care of all of us, Matt. I have exactly 0% idea of what to do in this situation like this. I understand. It's very complex, especially like when a lot of people expect to just get in and get out. I was up, at one point I was up to $5,000 from investing 2,800 to $5,000. And I didn't sell anything, right? I didn't pull anything out. I didn't do anything. I know people were selling, and I did see that. But I was like, all right, that's going to be standard, and we're going to see our rewards and all of that stuff. And now we have to go through this situation in order to just get the tokens that sort of like we deserve. You know what I mean? So now it's going to be kind of a process on airdropping people the tokens that they're supposed to get, that they bought, and seeing whether people are legit or telling the truth or not. So it sucks to have to deal with this. It really does. But that's what happens, man. Mistakes can hurt a project. They can hurt a community, but you have to deal with them. And the thing about it is, like, it's just like you riding a bike for the first time. You're gonna fall a couple of times. And the most important thing is that you get back up and you keep riding, and that's what they're trying to do with Lunatics token, is that, it was a mistake. And that mistake could have been avoided. However, the chances of it being avoided by any project really were slim. So the chances of it being avoided probably were like 5% out of 100%. 95% of the time you would have that mistake that would happen within a token that's like that. So it sucks to have to deal with it, but we're going to push through this, and the people that obviously come out on the other side, I think things will skyrocket. The problem is that you kind of suppress the the overall hype with the launch and the continuation of that hype with what happened here. So now you have to kind of deal with this, and I'm sure that they are upset. Sega didn't sound too happy. How do I talk to Sega noting by that name in Telegram? So if you go over to Telegram, you'll see, let me see if I can find him. Because I don't have Telegram on my computer. I made sure, because it interrupts my videos. Let me see. They're in a video chat right now. They're in a video chat right now, so let me see if I have I may have Telegram on here. Give me a second. Give, give me a second. Give me a second. I think they're on here. If you guys wanna,
Fall victim. It's like you feel bad for them because it could be your sister, your mom, your dad, your uncle, whatever. But at the same time, it's like when does that happen in the real world? Never.
Mm-mm.
Like you don't give a stranger $20 because he says he's going to give you $100 back. Like that doesn't
Right.
happen. I mean, unless you're playing the
Not in my
lottery.
world.
But the
Said
lottery,
you're playing the
yeah. So
lottery.
usually they're just
they're
taking
live
your
right
money
now.
and they're giving it to the
Yeah,
next
they
guy.
really are. That's funny you mention that. Every time I see someone buying a lottery ticket, I think to myself, I'm investing my money into crypto. At least I'm in control of my lottery. You know what I mean? I get to pick and choose and decide what I want to do, and in a ticket, you're just picking some random numbers and you got to get hit by lightning 3 or 4 times before you win.
Yeah, exactly. How about that guy that just won like what, a couple billion in the Powerball or
Jeez.
whatever, Mega Millions or whatever?
Jeez.
I mean,
Hey
it's
guys, I know we're talking about some other things here.
oh
I
yeah,
didn't want to I didn't want to interrupt you guys. But I'm live right now with like 98 people,
sure.
and some of them are having trouble with like or having questions about Lunati and just if they haven't claimed their tokens yet, like what's the process with that?
Okay, so for if they haven't claimed yet, uh,
Hmm.
we take a snapshot of Pink Sale. So we'll
Okay,
have a snapshot from ETH, and we'll have a snapshot of Pink Sale.
okay,
So anybody that hasn't claimed, we'll know who hasn't claimed yet, what wallets haven't
okay.
claimed yet. So
So they should still claim it and then
no, they don't have,
send it,
they don't
or
have no, they don't have to claim them.
well, I gave someone the wrong advice there. So if they did claim it, then they just send it to the deployer wallet. Then
Yep, send to the deployer wallet, and then they'll get their airdrop.
okay, all right. Well, they
If
all they all hear you. So
oh, okay. Hi YouTube.
Hey, YouTube.
someone
Oh,
someone just said someone just said shit. I just claimed it.
uh,
uh,
yeah.
all
No
right.
worries, man.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So,
it's not. We'll figure it out. And if anybody has any problems afterwards, they can just come to us, and we'll sort them out. We'll make sure everybody's whole.
okay.
Everybody
Yeah.
everybody's episode.
Yeah. And there were some other people that said that they sold, like they got scared and they didn't know what was happening and they just jumped on the live stream to figure out. But their like $500 turned into like 23, and then they sold really really quickly to protect anything. So if they sold right now, would that still be an issue? Because I know it said like if you sell afterwards, then you're not gonna get an airdrop, you know. So is that
Let
something
me
that's
let me
go
get
ahead?
back to you on that one, Matthew. I'll see if I can get Johnny in here, and he'd be able to explain that one. Um,
Okay.
because obviously, I mean, completely understand people are gonna like, oh my god, like what just happened to the chart? I'm out of here. I get
Yeah.
that. They want to save a little bit of the money that they have. Um,
But then
yeah,
there are also people that are right now buying 320 million for some reason because, they just either want to be airdrop 320 million.
yeah, but they
Um,
won't.
yeah, that's the thing. And then you have to kind of um, find which ones are telling the truth, which ones are lying here.
Exactly. It's like who's genuine and who's trying
Yeah.
to pull the wool over our eyes here. Like we gotta, it's tough because we want to believe everybody, but at the same time, we know that people are gonna try to get one over on us. Like it's just
Hmm.
the nature of the beast. Um,
Yeah.
try to get Johnny.
Yeah. I was just trying to explain that to everybody because people still said that they didn't they didn't see what was happening or even hear what was happening, and they saw me on live, and then they went to go check. They were like, "How much am I up on Lunati?" And I was like, "Well,
Don't
uh,
fucking know.
yeah,
Yeah, like I said, we're not gonna leave anybody behind. I mean,
hmm
we don't want to see anybody lose their funds, especially if it's by accident. They just didn't know, because I'm sure there's
yeah,
lots of people that aren't in the TG that haven't seen our message, or
hmm
aren't on Twitter that haven't seen it, or maybe they haven't seen your live or DJ Trev's video yet. So
hmm
yeah, we want to do the most we can to get as many people what they deserve to get back. And
okay."
yeah,
And just to get a understanding of like the whole situation, or at least a part of the situation there, um, it's all related to like Lunic liquidity in the ETH side, right?
yeah. And what was happening was, when we were trying to buy Luna Classic from the V2 pool, they have a some kind of sweeper bot or something in there. So every time the funds went in, it was automatically pulling the money out just as fast as it was going in.
Mm-hmm.
So we should have been getting millions of tokens to send out for rewards, and we were getting like 500 for
Mm.
$600 or $700.
Oh, wow.
So that's what was happening there. And then, like I said, with the V3 pool, that is wrapped lunk, and you can't
Mhm.
bridge that back to Terra. So
Mm,
it's only good if you want to trade it on Ethereum. And
yeah.
I mean,
W-
maybe you
What?
do, maybe that's what people want, but I don't know if everybody's going to want to have a, a coin that they can only use one place there. So it's
Yeah, I
just
mean, most people want it. It's not about just like, hey, I want to sell my Lunic. It's about a lot of people being able to hold that and having value and being able to trade it back to the Terra or the Classic chain and staking it and doing everything that they wanted to do there. Um, but I did have a question for the BSC side then. Like, is that something that we're gonna run into? Any type of issues when they shut down the wormhole bridge or in May?
I mean, I don't think we're going to see any issues on BSC side, because the majority of Luna Classic is on the BSC side.
Yeah, yeah,
So I really
yeah.
don't see us running into that kind of issue, and I definitely
Okay,
don't see it being anything like with a sweeper bot in there and like
yeah,
taking people's funds. Like I just do not see that.
yeah.
Um,
That seemed a little weird. All right.
yeah.
Well, that's good to know.
Um, uh, I'll try to get Johnny. He's just not answering me. So sorry, my life.
Johnny is ignoring you right now.
Yeah, he does all the time.
Yeah, I choose to go live at just weird times because right now I'm usually asleep at this time, but I felt like I needed to get something out. Um, because I heard that DJ Trev put something out, but I felt like I needed to get something out for the people that haven't seen this video or have been asking me um in my private chats, just like, hey, can you put out a video or let people know? Because I feel like, you know, I didn't know until you said something in your community tab. So,
Yeah,
um, yeah.
yeah. I mean, like it happened so fast that once we found out, we need to make a pretty quick decision on what we were going to do.
hmm
And like, may, maybe we could have been a little better at communicating, but we got it out as quickly as we could. And like, we were working at it for well over an hour before we were like, okay, like this is what we need to do, and we need to do it now. Like, we
Yeah.
were going back
Is
and
that,
forth with scenarios and trying to figure out, is there a way that we can do something different, put in a different contract? You can't do any of that stuff. It's got to be taken down, and you got to start over. So
Well,
yeah,
sometimes you got to rip the
that,
band-aid off.
yeah,
yeah,
that reward. So within the process, that reward couldn't be adjusted. It had to be basically completely ripped off, completely ripping off the band-aid and just creating something brand new.
yeah, because it's hard coded into the contract. You
Uh,
can't just like you know backspace it and add in a new one whenever you want. Like, if that were the case, that would be easy, because then you could just swap to different coins whenever you wanted to, but not with this contract. And I mean, we can't blacklist wallets. We can't stop people from trading, right?
Hmm.
We can't do any of that stuff. So people uh, kept buying in when it kept dipping. Like
Yeah.
we can't stop them. The only thing we can do is raise our taxes up a bit to deter people. But I mean, if they want it bad enough, I guess they will buy it. But hopefully now with your live, we'll get at least a few more eyes out there, and they'll
Yeah.
not
Basically,
buy it.
just saying it on caps. Stop buying.
Yeah,
Everyone, just
do
stop
not buy.
buying.
The team is the one draining liquidity right now for the new contract.
Hmm.
And again,
Yeah.
if any of your listeners need any help, and they can come into our TG, they can hit up any one of our admins, anybody in the chat. Like pretty much everybody in our chat is pretty well uh, versed in everything Lunatics. Um,
Hmm.
Another thing for your listeners, if they can still hear me, I'm not sure.
They
Uh,
can.
our admins will never DM you first. Never. If anybody DMs you first, they are trying to scam you. 100% guaranteed. So just report and block them. You can tell us their name if you can see one. It usually just comes up as unknown though, because they usually just have somebody looking in, and then they'll get somebody to message. But do not accept any contracts unless it's posted in our main Telegram, and our main
Mhm.
Telegram is verified. So I mean
Yeah.
that's another thing. We're verified. We're not going anywhere. We won't go through all the trouble of getting things verified.
Yeah, I think a lot of people do already know that people are trying to DM and scam people because uh, people try to impersonate me all the time and try and
I
send
can't
people
tell you how
messages and
many
everything.
people I got that said they were Matthew Perry in the very beginning, even around like Shib and stuff, and I was like, I don't think this is really you.
Well, yeah, a lot of people in the chat right now apparently on Telegram are like, is this the real Matt Perry? And they were like, I don't know, because with all these AI like deep fakes, I still
Yep.
don't believe it's him.
I mean,
Hey, just
But it's
show me
me.
a
I'm,
tat
I'm
on your
live.
left arm.
Yeah,
like half the
it's right
time
here.
I go into my team chat and I make sure that the people that think are my teammates are actually my teammates. I make sure that their names are still what they're supposed to be, just because there's so many
Mhm.
scammers out there.
Yeah,
And
it's ridiculous.
I mean,
Yeah,
unfortunately, Telegram is one of the worst places for it because they don't seem to do anything about it.
Hmm.
And there's no easy way for us to get rid of them either. Like if they come up as an unknown person, you can't get rid of them.
Yeah, that's horrible.
Now all the scammers know the deal, but I mean, once we know it,
You're giving them all
yeah,
the tips and tricks, man. What
all
are you
the inside.
doing?
But yeah, I mean,
Matthew, we need to see some ID here, buddy.
Oh, I
yeah.
don't know
You
about
can
that.
throw your passport up there or your SIM or something.
Well, this is a complete deep fake, so it's not really Matt. That's what an
It's
actual
AI
scammer
now.
would say, though.
Yeah, exactly.
Uh, all right. Well, I think I'm gonna get off here. I just wanted to let people know and clear things up with you guys on what they should do when it comes to people that didn't claim, when it comes to people that accidentally sold, and some people that may be just buying now accidentally because they don't know what's happening. But
Hmm.
trying to make sure everybody's informed. And I don't know how you're going to sift through all that stuff in 24 hours. So I don't know if the expectation is 24 hours and things are getting airdropped, or is that just like a soft expectation? Um,
I
like,
mean, we're pretty committed to getting everybody their tokens by tomorrow, like within the 24 hours, and that's from
okay.
a few hours ago. Like, yeah, we're doing everything we can right now to make sure that
Well,
that
if you
happens.
guys can do that, we would greatly appreciate that. That's for sure. It's a lot of
Well, I
hard
mean,
work
isn't
up
it?
ahead.
It's a weight off our shoulders too. We get that done, right? It's one less thing that we have to worry about. We just have to make sure that the project continues running smoothly, ish.
I mean, I know this kind of sucks to have to deal with like this mistake, this issue because it like takes away from the hype that you had, with the launch. and it
Yeah.
kind of just adds this like little blemish here, which could be, a bigger blemish.
Mhm.
When it comes to the overall price movement, we could have seen this up to maybe a $20 million market cap, but now it's like, are we going to see a $10 million or $5 million, or maybe it'll just hover around the same, you know, market cap that we see with BSC, which is not bad. I mean, it's a great market cap, and you can see a lot of growth from there, but it just takes away from that hype, and you don't really want that.
Yeah, I mean, obviously this definitely put a damper on things, right? Like we started off pretty well, and it was just, once we figured out that little nugget of information about $600 for a 500 LUNC.
Mm-hmm.
Um, yeah, I mean that it took the wind out of our sails as a team, but I mean we just jumped into action, and we're just gonna do what we can. Like
And that's
we're not
something
we're
that
not gonna let
couldn't.
it stop us. We're not
Say
gonna
it
let it
again.
stop. We're not gonna let it stop us.
Okay.
We still have a huge marketing push coming over the next couple weeks. So yeah, I think we'll see some pretty good action still.
Yeah, I mean, I'm still here. I'm still here supporting because I understand like how transparent you guys really are, and that's something that's different than you see in any other project that's out there. Even some of the top tier projects, right? You don't see that form of transparency. So it's definitely something different that a lot of people should value, or find value in. And that's why, I'm still here. And I think a lot of other people are still here as well because they see the transparency. And it's not something where they're like, oh, this happened. If this happened anywhere else, they would be like, all right, well, I'm getting out of the project. I'm not coming back. But this one, they understand the transparency that you guys have shown in the past. And, it obviously, hopefully, and I know it will, you'll see a lot more of that in the future. So,
Yep. We appreciate you still standing by us and supporting us.
yeah.
Like Saga's always said
What's
in
his thing?
AMAs and stuff, you've always just off your own back, you were supporting us before we ever asked you to be an ambassador. You were doing it
Mhm.
on your own back, and that's what we really appreciated was you weren't just here because you wanted to get paid or something. It's because you
Mhm.
actually believed in us. So that made us feel really good, and I mean, we're happy to have you here. So thank you.
Yeah, thank you. Yeah. Thanks for saying that. All right,
I
well, let
also
me let
want to
me get
say
out of
real
here and
quick.
actually get some sleep. Go ahead.
I want to say real quick before you hop off that I'm thankful that you warn everybody that's listening right now. It's helpful to get the word out quicker.
No
Yeah,
problem.
if I didn't see you alive, I was very hesitant about going through with this returning the tokens. But thanks for being on there and reassuring that I was doing the right thing. It means a lot. Appreciate it.
Yeah, no problem. Problem. Here to help.
Have a
All
good
right.
night, bro.
Yeah. You all have a good night, and can't wait to see how the second day of all of this goes. So
Have a good
have a good
night,
one.
Doug.
We're
Yep.
excited too. Thanks, bud.
Yeah. Yeah.
Hey, Russell,
Yep.
I just have a quick question.
Sure.
Um, um,
All right. All
I'm
right.
a pretty big
I got.
investor. Matter of fact, I've got a couple of bags,
I don't
Okay.
and
even know how to get out of this.
I
How do I get
have,
out
of
of
course,
this?
I freaked out, man, when I saw what was going on, but
Of course.
I'm,
And I gotta leave. I gotta leave first, and then I gotta go. All right. So we got 109 people here. Thank you guys for staying here and listening to what I had to say, what they had to say, because it really breaks everything down for you guys. And I'm hoping that people will see this after the fact and see that I was live and see that I had the questions and all of that stuff there. I think I saw someone comment on YouTube. We will be still be getting the NFT for the first buyers. Will the new contract be under the same audit pass? Sorry for all the questions, shit situation, which causes a whole lot of new concerns. I hear you. I couldn't be able to answer all that. I'm pretty sure I heard that the NFTs that still will be going through that way, but I'm not so sure about the new contract and will it be under the same audit pass. I'm not 100% sure if that's the case. Sorry. So I think that's something we're gonna have to check in tomorrow, obviously. Um, but I was just trying to do something to get some things out, and I didn't get a chance to see that message. So I'm sorry. I could have asked it, but I was kind of more like focused over here on the Telegram messages that were going through and the conversation that I was having. So I apologize for not being able to answer that. But I do trust the Lunatics token team. I'm wasn't concerned at all. Obviously I saw the price fall and I was like, wait, is this the fact that people are selling? I saw 6 billion that was going out and I was like, wait, that doesn't really make sense or doesn't line up. Is there an ability to buy so much more and people were selling and just buying and selling large amounts to impact the price? Or were we seeing something else? I had to get an explanation for what was going on first before I decided to do that. But I was fully ready to kind of double down and kind of add more tokens at those prices. But I did get an explanation, obviously, before I decided to make any type of purchase. And now I just sent all of my tokens to the deployer address. So if you guys haven't had the chance to do that, please, do that. And you will be airdropped these new tokens. Again, I do trust the Lunatics token team and how transparent they have been. And everything that they've done so far, understand that they're not going to sit here and risk it all, risk everything that they've done for this ETH side, and what's happening or what happened there, right? Or just trying to pull money from people. That's not how they roll. They're looking to do something big for not only, Terra Luna Classic, but also doing something big for cryptocurrency itself, and implementing something new and fresh to the table. So again, I'm excited for what will happen with Lunatics token, but I'm not looking at it as a rush job, right? I don't want to just go and expect it to be done within 24 hours. Even though they're saying, hey, we're looking to get that done within 24 hours, I still don't want to sit here and just expect it in 24 hours. I want to see it done right. So I'm sure they're going to take the time to do it right. And if something goes wrong, they're going to make sure they let us know if, what time we need and when we should expect it. It's something different than we see in so many other projects where we actually get timelines, we actually get breakdowns, we actually get more information. So anyways, I got to get out of here because I'm going to be live tomorrow. I should be live tomorrow morning, but I do have to take Harper to the bus stop, so it may be a little bit later. Or I might not even be live at all because it's going to be a 60 degree day. I might be out golfing a little bit. But if something, goes wrong, and obviously I want to be here for whatever's going to happen whenever you do get those airdrop of tokens, and I want to make sure that people are getting their airdrops, and I don't know if I want to be live for it. But am I allowed to send my tokens to the deployer address already? Yes, you can send it to the deployer address. Will Lunati on ETH still burn Lunix? So no, it's going to, oh wait, I'm not so sure. It may, that's a good question. That's a good question. I don't know because I know they're still doing it through, well, you know what? I think it will because I think they're going to buy they're going to buy Lunix. So they'll buy it on the Terra side and burn it on the Terra side as well. So I'm sure they'll just do a transfer. So take whatever assets they have for that within that wallet, transfer it to a stable coin, and then bring that stable coin over to a place to where they can buy it on the Classic chain, and then burn it directly on the Classic chain. So I'm sure that's still going to happen because that does it in lump sum. So it's not something that's happening every hour. The reward system is probably different because that's something that's happening every hour, and you see more and more tokens that people are going to be getting at those times. So it's a different situation. So don't quote me on it, but I do believe that they will still be burning Terra Luna Classic. It's just you won't be getting rewards in Terra Luna Classic. You only will get it in Ethereum over on the ETH side. In the Binance Smart Chain side, you still will get the rewards in Terra Luna Classic. I can't believe you're live at this time. This is unusual. I better tune in. I'm about to get off though. So I appreciate all the people that are here. Anybody that sent a super chat, anybody that commented, that asked a question, and all the people that just listened. And hopefully you have some sort of solution to whatever your problem actually is, because everybody's problem may be unique. Anyways, thank you guys for watching. I don't know if I'll be live tomorrow morning, but I do appreciate you guys. This is unprofessional. You're talking about Lunatics token and how it's unprofessional. I don't think it's unprofessional. I mean, mistakes happen. This is a big mistake, especially on the launch, and I'm sure they'll agree with that. But you know, what is professional is the way that they're handling it. You know, you understand that there's a mistake and you're not going to prolong the inevitable, and you're kind of just ripping the Band-Aid off and going, look, we made a mistake. We're trying to figure this out, and we're going to fix it. We are going to fix it. And the fact that they're taking ownership, they're understanding that they made a mistake. They're blaming themselves. Like, hey, we made the mistake. We couldn't catch this. We should have found a way to catch it, even if there's only a 5% chance that we would have caught it. You know, it's our fault. And that's what means a lot to me. You know, are you still in krill? I just got some. Yes, I'm still in krill. I have about 10,000 krill, and I've been holding for a little bit. All right, guys. Every time I say I'm getting out of here, I get sucked back in with another question. I'm gonna get out of here, and I'll catch you guys in the next video. So hopefully I'll see you